Okay, welcome back to Scary Stories. Now it's very quiet, as usual. This is the second time I've done this, so I don't know what to expect very much. And I'm out of water. So, if you will please excuse me, I will go grab some water, and I will be right back. Oh, shit. I'm back. Okay. So, we did the doll, and we did one ending of the doll, and we're not going to do any of the other endings till after we finish all this, and I feel like doing them again. So, we're going to do After Funeral. Alright, this is same as usual, kind of a sit back, relax, and ASMR kind of thing. So, enjoy. After the funeral is a modern... I started reading it like it was American. After Funeral is a modern gothic story that takes place 3 days after your son's burial. You receive a message in your computer. Those claim to be sent by your son's soul. He says that he wants to be with you once again, and he asks you to do a few things in order to be resurrected. Will you believe the messages? Okay. This is interesting. I like this one. You used to be a father. It has been 3 days since your son, Jonathan White, was buried in the graveyard at the local church. He was 8 years old. He had a golden hair and blue eyes, just like the beloved man in the carpet to the song Close to You, since your wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan. My voice will not stop cracking. I'm sorry about that. And since he has been everything... Okay, I'm retarded. Since your wife passed away giving birth to Jonathan, and since he has been your everything, he was your angel, and now he's gone. He died on a snowy winter morning. You had gone to the market, leaving him alone at home. When you arrived at home, you found Jonathan lying on the bed, motionless. Oh my god, what is with my voice? His face was covered with his pillow, choked. Police couldn't find any trace of trespassing. You clearly remember the solemn moments of Jonathan's funeral. In fact, you try to forget, but the details are in your front of your eyes and they won't go away. The priest had intoned psalms and prayers those are not so familiar with. You are not so religious. While the lifeless body of your son laid in the church, his feet were turned to the east. He was wearing black suits and shiny shoes. Why is it he was wearing black suits and shining shoes? So he's wearing more than one suit. His skin was pale. He was too young for all this. You wish it was you lying there instead of him. Like the day Jonathan died, it's a snowy day in all of Ohio. There are 3 inches of snow outside. I cannot read. It's 2 o'clock now. Yeah, No. Yeah, it's 2, because 14's 2, yeah. You are a writer who has been on a writer's block since that day. Your favorite word processors openly appear, the screen is blank, and you haven't written anything for a long time. There are cigarette butts in the ashtray. Okay, I think it's not just me. I think some of this stuff's kind of typed out weird. And your black hot coffee in a blue cup on your work table. You chain smoke and consume a lot of coffee nowadays. I wish I had a face cam, because these sounds don't do me good. As you're sipping coffee, you hear the doorbell ring. Open the door. You open the door. It's Bob, your neighbor, your friend. You had drunk beers and had barbecues with him for several times. This is not English. Bob is a nice guy. He is overweight, has short black hair, and has no facial hair. He wears a dark blue jacket and black beanie. Hey, how are you? I want to ask you how you have been. Bob leaves it in your light. It is good that you're doing better, fam. Obviously, this is written by teenagers. Everyone knows losing a kid is hard to process, but I am sure you will get over it. You are a strong man. Bob continues. I'm going to the market right now. Do you need anything? You remember that you are out of cigarettes. Yeah, I need cigarettes. Oh, you need cigarettes? He puts his hand in his pocket and then pulls out a pack of cigarettes. Maybe I am a bad friend for doing this. But anyway, take this. I will buy myself another pack in the market. You take the pack that has 10 cigarettes inside and thank him. Wow! Okay, man, see you later. You say goodbye to Bob, and then he goes. You close the door and you sit back on your work table. Cool. You look at the computer screen that should have been blank, but no, it's not blank. Something is written. Daddy, I missed you. I turn off the computer. You turn off the computer and the monitor screen goes black. Then nothing else appears on the screen. You don't find anything to write in your novel, so you don't need to turn on your computer once again. And yes, also, the text disturbed you. You don't experience anything supernatural during the rest of the day. All night, you take your sleeping pills and fall asleep. Okay. I heard noises. I don't like noises. Is that the cat? It's the cat. Okay. You're having vivid dreams and you see Jonathan in the garden with green grass and colorful flowers. He runs around with happiness. And angels. There are white dressed angels around him. Everyone is smiling. You're not a part of this dream. Jonathan doesn't see you. But you're still content with seeing him happy in this Eden. He was always a benevolent boy, after all. He deserved to go to heaven. The fucking doorbell. It's the sound. Like, it's so quiet. Like, I can actually hear my computer. I can hear the air conditioning going on, the fan. And it's just the sound of the doorbell. And I feel like it's going to get worse than that. You wake up to the sound of your doorbell. Of the door rings bell. I can't read this. Of the doorbell ringing. You take a look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. You wear your slippers and open the door. We're just wearing slippers, man. Balls out. Sweet. It's Bob. Hello. I need to show you something. He holds a newspaper in his hand, anxiety on his face. You take the newspaper. It's Ohio local newspaper. Another kid choked to death. Officers are investigating the curious case of repeated deaths of kids in the state. Yesterday night, a 6-year-old boy, Kevin Madsen, was found dead in his bed by his parents. His face was covered with his pillow. What makes this interesting to officers is this is the 7th time a boy has died this way this month in Ohio. Recently, 8 years old Jonathan Whitehouse also died with a pillow on his face. Sheriff Wolcott states that he finds the most recent offense quite interesting. The end. Okay, no. We're going to do the second ending of this. Because apparently I could have stopped something. And it's only been 8 minutes, and I actually need to make this one kind of last. I'm fine. Yes, need cigarettes. Type Jonathan. You type Jonathan at the computer, and the newsletters get appended. Oh my god, the new letters get appended at the text in the screen. Whoever types it, he, she, it writes fast, and when they're finished, they form 2 sentences. I can hear you, Daddy. Talk to me. Shout Jonathan. After you shout your deceased son's name, newsletters appear on the form. Reply. Yes, it is me. You're not a computer engineer, but you know that it is not possible to hack someone's computer and put a prank. It is possible to hack someone's computer. I don't want to turn on the computer because that was the first ending. Yeah, pull the Ethernet. You crouch down frantically, pull the internet cable from your computer. You expect. I am in the computer. How is that possible, John? How does this happen, Rashid? Good Lord said that. Good Lord said that I should be together with you. He said that I love you and you love me back. So he sent me back. Oh? I'm so afraid today. It's cold and dark. I'm so cold here. Please bring me back. Do you want to see me once again? Yes? I do? Fine 5 candles away from me for the midnight. Bye for now, Daddy. 5 candles on the pentagram, man. You have only 1 candle home, so you normally use the candle when the electricity is gone. So you didn't need more than 1 candle before. What will you do? You wear your long beige coat, black leather boots. You walk to Bob's house, ring the bell. 10 seconds, Bob's like, hey, what's up? I need 4 Sure, I have plenty of them. Why do you need them, may I ask? I'd rather not tell. That's not suspicious. Very well. Let me bring the candle. He goes to the kitchen, then returns with 4 candles in his hand. Here you go. You thank him, and you take the candles and return home. At home, you wait in front of your monitor. Nothing happens till morning. Then a new message appears on the screen. I'm back today. Did you bring the candles? Yes. That's weird. Good. Let me explain how you can bring me back. Go to the cemetery, dig my grave, bring up my coffin home. What? Oh, wow. What? Oh, that's not how you respond. Oh, okay. We shall speak again once you bring my coffin. What is this? It isn't saying what you do, but you get prepared to get outside. You wear your coat and outside your house. I'm getting lightheaded laughing at this. It's snowing like hell, a cold interpretation of hell. It's snowing like hell, a cold interpretation of hell. What the fuck? Outside, the sky has bright purple color, illuminating the night with the help of the full moon behind the clouds. You get in your car and start it. The streets and roads are empty. There is only one outside. There's only one you outside this hour of night. It doesn't take long to arrive at the church and its graveyard. The graveyard is covered with snow and gray mist. No lights come from the church. Either there is nobody inside, the priest is sleeping. That's good. You can't be seen while digging your son's grave. You find the grave of your son and wife. Jonathan White was buried next to his mother. There is an unoccupied area next to them. You will be buried there when your time comes. You search for a shovel. You find it in about 10 minutes. You're ready to dig the grave. That's the only option. Dig the grave. Oh, we're digging. You start digging Jonathan's grave. After 6 feet of digging, you reach the little wooden coffin. You climb down and then carry the coffin up. That has to be a heavy coffin. I know it's small, and but he's not an infant. It's a pretty big coffin. He's 8 years old, so pretty much a little more than half the size of a normal coffin, right? After that, you climb up and carry the dirty coffin to your car's back seat. Yeah, let's just throw this thing in the back seat because it's still gonna fit. You had never done anything this bizarre before. After you tell him, you get off your car and carry the coffin home. Lucky there is nobody around. You drive the coffin into your living room center. You don't care about the floor getting dirty with soil. Thank you, Daddy. Gets right on the screen. Now you put the candles around the coffin like a star. Oh, yep, we're summoning Satan. This is so stupid. You carefully place the candles around the coffin, making the center of the star. You light them up. Well, I say, now read this aloud, Daddy. Yeah, this is... I'm not reading that. I'll only go on a mountain. He is thirsty. Oh, no. No. You read the lines. I won't... Yep. And the coffin starts to shake. The coffin's lid gets open slowly. You see Jonathan opening the lid, raising up. His skin is pale, almost white. You can smell the rot of his undead corpse. He is wearing a black suit you could not forget. He stands on his feet, smiles at you, then steps outside the coffin away from you without saying anything. And he does something you wouldn't expect him. From dead. He dances with joy. Oh no! You bring him to the dark bathroom. You turn on the light, and you get horrified by the way you see in the mirror. The boy's reflection is different. His skin is burnt like coal. Jonathan had an innocent and handsome face, but the face you see is far from being pleasant. It is like a really old man's face. It was very ugly, and he has no hair. I always wanted to die like you, says the outrage abomination you hold in your arms. Oh, God. Okay. Well, that is that. That is the after funeral.